Hey, this is Beverly. I will not be denied Bozeman. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Today, or this morning rather, I kept hearing in my head, in my spirit, the song, "This is the day that the Lord has made." I don't even know if that's the title, but that's what I'm calling it. And it's the Fred Hammond version, right? And it's pretty pumped up. If you haven't heard it, go to YouTube and look up "This is the Day" by Fred Hammond. It's pretty pumped up. And with that, I just began to think about, if God made this day and he let me live to see it, why would I not rejoice? Why would I not be happy? At least start the day off that way. Yesterday was yesterday. I can't do a thing about yesterday. Tomorrow ain't even here. The next 10 seconds ain't even here. So why not rejoice in the moment that I'm in? And I ain't talking about nobody else. This is just me. For me to walk around, especially first thing in the morning with my mouth stuck out, mad about so-and-so did whatever, and this is going on, that's being ungrateful. I'm being an ingrate. God did not have to let me wake up this morning. Yeah, I got X, Y, and Z going on. 1, 2, and 3 and all of that. But so what? So what? I refuse to sit here with my mouth stuck out and complain about the fact that I gotta go to work. How many people wish they had a job to go to? How many people wish that their bodies were in the condition that would allow them to work? They used to work, but now they can't work. And so they got to live off of whatever. If they're able to live off of whatever. I dare not rejoice. Now, I guess the world has its definition of rejoicing. And if you grew up in the old school church like me, rejoicing is, clapping your hands and jumping up and down, shouting, hollering, screaming, and all that. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But for some people, rejoicing might be just telling God thank you throughout the day. Lord, thank you for whatever. Or just thank you. That might be a version of rejoicing. Let not the enemy have his way on today. Okay? Whenever you are watching this, it doesn't matter if it's first thing in the morning, in the afternoon, or whatever. Let not the enemy have his way with you today. This is the day that God allowed us to see. So why would we be ungrateful? That don't make no sense. So my declaration today is, I shall not be denied the rejoicing of this day. I just won't do it. I refuse to sit and allow the cares of this world, because that's what it is, the cares of this world keep me from telling God thank you and rejoicing in whatever way is suitable for me. This is between me and him. I don't have to have a public display of rejoicing. You don't gotta do that. You can rejoice in whatever way God is pleased with you doing. As long as it's authentic. Some people put on shows, but that's another topic for another time. Let us rejoice in today. We have so many things to be grateful for, regardless of what the news is saying. This is just a little side nugget right here. If every time you watch CNN, Fox News, Yahoo News, whatever your form of watching the news is, and when you get scared, you get angry, you feel some kind of way, stop doing it. I stopped watching the news a long time ago. Every now and again, I'll check it out for whatever the reason, but to sit and watch the nightly news, like, back in the day, 6 o'clock, the news come on, you sit and watch for a whole hour. Now it's in our faces. I won't do that now. We have to take, what's the word I'm looking for? We have to take it upon ourselves to guard our eyes and our ears so that we're not feeding ourselves with things that will cause us to not be able to rejoice. Because I know somebody's like, well, how are you going to be happy? How are you going to be joyful and rejoice when this is going on. They're saying this now, and this is what happened to me at work, and my husband is X, Y, and Z, my children is da 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 da, and then I got to go to this place. If we stop feeding ourselves the seeds of fear, the seeds of doubt, the seeds of negativity, and make the declaration, I'm gonna rejoice regardless. I'm just gonna do it. Sometimes you gotta be defiant against what's going on around you. I don't know where I heard it from, but I heard it a while back. You got to defeat the enemy of your situation. That's how you rejoice. That's how you rejoice in what it is that you are going through. You defeat the enemy of your situation. How do you do that? By making your declarations. I'm going to be happy today. I know I got to work with this chick today, and I know she petty. Petty as she want to be. I believe she went to school for it, got a master's degree or probably PhD in being petty, but she ain't going to get me today. Another side nugget, if you know that somebody is just an evil, rotten, low down, miserable, bitter person that worked for the enemy, you just gonna have to take it upon yourself to have as little to do with them as possible. Or you just gonna have to take it upon yourself to smile through it. I gotta do that. Some people really need to get told off, but that's probably what they're waiting on. But instead, rejoice. They correct you in front of people, and that's their habit. If you can say okay and let it go, then say okay and let it go. Don't go back and forth with these folks. You cannot be joyful. You cannot rejoice in the day that the Lord has given you if you keep going back and forth with people. I don't care if you live with them. It takes two people to argue. What they gonna do if you say okay? If you say you're right? You say thanks for that information. What they gonna do? Keep going. And you don't have to say anything. You are not obligated to say anything else after that. Let them dummies argue with themselves. Let them look like some fools. Some people are just petty. Some people, no matter what you do, they're going to be petty with you. And it's probably because of the fact that they don't like how happy you are. They don't like the fact that you are laughing on the phone with your spouse. The fact that people compliment your outfits, they don't know how to dress. Or they ain't got no money to buy nice clothes. Because they giving it all to what's his face. So he can go down to the video place, the what they call it, the place where you go and play games or whatever, the lottery place or whatever. He's spending all of her money on that. I don't know who I'm talking about, but you can't say amen, say ouch. Giving somebody all your money to keep their habit up, and you can't look how you want to look, so you mad at the sister that does look good. It's stuff like that we have to keep in mind when we're dealing with folks who try to keep us from rejoicing, child. Don't fall for the okie doke. I'm going off on a tangent, so let me pull it back in. Anyways, I just wanted to encourage y'all that to just rejoice. Focus on today and find something to be grateful for. And be grateful for it. You ain't got to tell everybody, I'm going to be grateful today because the Lord woke me up and Beverly told me to do it, X, Y, Z, ABC, 1, 2, 3. You ain't got to do all that. Because that's putting the enemy on notice. That's shining a light. And you don't need to do that. Anyways, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Be sure to release your genius. Pull off the impossible every day. Remember, you will have whatever it is that you say. Be positive when you speak, Queen. And make your declaration, I will not be denied.